Hey everyone, this is JT, iamthetie, coming back at you with part 3. I'm actually re-recording this again because I was rendering the video and then what I realized is that I totally failed and I made basically this thing appear as a tiny box, a quarter of my computer screen on the side, and since that's way too tiny and I wasn't rendering the videos in really high quality, I figured I'd just run through the dungeon again. This is a really easy dungeon to get through, by the way. This is the first dungeon of the game if you don't count the Hyrule Castle dungeon. But you can get rupees if you go down the back way, but I'm going to try to run through this one as quickly as possible. When I recorded it the first time, I definitely got through it with plenty of time to spare. So, if you go to the right, when you were in that other room, you could have got to the compass, and I believe, if I'm correct, this way leads to the map. But you really don't need either one of those. And have you ever thought about how freaky it would be if you were actually alive, like if this was a real-life character wandering around in a really dark dungeon and the skeletons just kind of popped up out of the ground? I don't know. Like, the premise of Zelda is really creepy if you actually think about it. Like, I would be scared shitless if I was actually Link. Oh, never mind. Maybe you get the map on the other way. So you get the compass on this side, but you really don't need one or the other. If you talk to this, you can talk to the elder with the funny name that I can't pronounce very well. I'm gonna wake up this guy and just throw something at him. And then, really awesome treasure chest. Obviously, whenever you see one of those, it tells you, or it doesn't tell you anything, but it gives you the main item that you normally use to defeat the boss. And in this dungeon, they give you the bow and arrow, I believe. Well, at least they give you the bow. I think you've been collecting arrows the whole time. Yeah, but this is what I'm talking about. Like, if I'm wandering around in the dark and then there's a whole bunch of walking skeletons, I would just, I don't know, I'd crap my pants. It would be, it'd be pretty terrible. But basically, that's the only thing you need in this room is a key. You can kill all the people if you want, but there's really no need. Because, oh crap. What's up with the jelly people? Like, they live in the dungeon for so long, they mutate into, like, a sea anemone that walks around on the floor. But basically what you want to do is you want to get that right over there. I failed it at getting that. I saw someone do it the really fast way before, and apparently they just blitzed it, but I do not have that ability. And there is an easier way to get to that. You have to kill all the people in this room. So obviously I'll go ahead and just do that, because I don't feel like killing myself. This guy doesn't die. It's like Sauron from Lord of the Rings or something. Alright. Myself in a really bad spot right now. Here we go. Activating demon people. Ta-da! There you go. You got the big key right here. And like it says, you use this to unlock this big keyhole over here. And you can use this key as many times as you want. I'm kind of curious as to why they have the same key able to unlock a big door as they do the treasure chest and then basically the room to get to the boss and then kill him. On the part of the bad guys plotting everything, that's a bad call. Like, if I have valuables in my house, I don't use my house key as the same thing to open it, you know? You get a different thing. You can get your lockbox or whatever. But crap, I just woke them up, and I can't see anything in this room. Because it's way too dark. I need to shed some light on the situation. Their jelly guys are annoying as hell. I gotta get these people out of the way. If you go to the right, you can get rupees, but I don't really care about rupees right now. I do care about getting this guy out of the way. Alright, we'll go ahead and go on through that. And I believe there's a key underneath one of the pots, if I'm correct. Here we go. Oh, never mind, it's not a key. what am I thinking? I have the ability to kill this guy in one hit now. There we go. And then, if you want to know, there's 4 things on the floor. Yeah, that was firing out a lot more quickly than it normally does. Yeah, but you just go through there. And then for the red people, you cannot kill them unless you have the bow and arrow. Like, you can't hit them with the sword, like the green guys. Like, they're super resilient. They have, like, anti-sword armor, or something like that. And they take 2 arrows to kill, so go ahead and do that, and the boss is in here. And I believe the boss... Oh, never mind. It's through that door. They tricked me. But you're gonna want as many arrows as you can possibly get. So once I get all this, I'm gonna go ahead and grab the arrows that I need for the boss here. Yeah, and then through this door is the first boss of the game, the Armos Knights. And just basically a set of 6 people jumping around. Pretty fail right now. There we go, you get a heart container for all your troubles, and then you get the first pendant of the game, which is the pendant of courage. Yeah, I think it's a pendant of courage. So, congratulations for that. Yeah, like all that trouble for a pendant that you could probably buy at Jared's, right? But it's okay. And then, anyway, you have to go back to the old man, which I don't know. I think in my last video I said you didn't have to, but that's very untrue. At this point in the game, when I was playing with my friend a long time ago, we got stuck. Because you need to go back to the old elder guy, and he will give you a pair of shoes, which you need to use to unlock the second dungeon. So he's like, oh, you got the pendant of courage, and then he tells you the story of the Knights of Hyrule, and basically he believes that you might be, you might have the ability to get the rest of the pendants, so he gives you the Pegasus Shoes, which I don't know if someone's worn these or not, which may or may not be really disgusting, but it gives you the speed of Usain Bolt, so it's really, really useful. This is going to make doing the walkthrough a lot easier. You can just dash. But anyway, since I know I have a lot of time in this video because I've timed it before, I'm going to go ahead and just grab 2 pieces of heart before we get to the next dungeon, because it's really, really easy. So I'll show you guys where the 2 pieces of heart is, and then I'll go ahead and stop the video right there. Yeah, but if anybody is watching this, let me know how the video is going. If you enjoy it a whole bunch or not. I really enjoy doing the walkthrough, so if you guys enjoy it, then I'm really, really happy that you guys find any kind of joy in watching this. This is one of my favorite games of all time, so I'd probably play this game anyway, even if I wasn't doing a walkthrough, just because. And then the nice thing about this one is that it just doesn't feel as long as the other Zelda games overall. It like the distance between the dungeons is a lot shorter, and I think that's just like basically a gambling hall. But if you go through here, these 2 brothers are fighting. And that brother is fighting with the other one, so they seal the door. So you can just run into that and then open it up. And then this guy is sorry about him fighting, so apparently they should get back together and then stop being whiny babies. But you have 15 seconds to get to the goal. And basically it's really, really hard to get to the goal if you don't have the running shoes. Like, it's definitely possible, but you'll mess up. So I'll go ahead and do that. And I got there in 14 seconds, so I get a piece of heart. So that's 1 piece of heart that we're going to use for the next one. And then I believe there's 1 more really, really close to the desert where we're going to go for the next one. So go ahead and grab that really quickly, and then I'll go ahead and shut off the video. Yeah, have you ever noticed the blue guys are a lot harder to kill than the green ones because they have super armor, or I don't know if if the other guys were aluminum cans for armor, and then these guys were actual iron armor. Anyway, we're in the swamp area, in the light world, where nothing much really happens in the light world, but a lot of stuff happens in the dark world in this area. This is where one of the dungeons are later on in the game. But anyway, you go through here, and you get bombs if you open up that treasure chest, but I don't need that at this point just yet. If you pull the one on the left, you're going to get, I believe snakes drop down, or more of those little red guys, like the little skull thing. So don't pull on that, so... And you go ahead and grab that. And this is the other piece of heart. Increase in the heart container. Yeah, and then that's pretty much it. I'll stop the video here. Like, comment, and subscribe if you guys enjoyed this section of the walkthrough, and part 4, I believe, will be coming up pretty soon. Bye.